Good evening, guys, and happy Thursday to all of your sunshiny faces. So guys, if I didn't get up early again today, at least not very early, and I didn't feel like I woke up early. Like, I feel like, I don't know, maybe a little earlier than yesterday, but like, still not really. It's like partially going to bed late, but then it's also too, it's just like in the morning, like, I'm just like, oh, 5 more minutes, or I'll be like, oh, I'm awake, that's okay, and I'll start thinking about something, and then all of a sudden I'm like thinking about it, my eyes start to close, and then before I know it, I've fallen back asleep. Like, but it'll be like, I'll be totally like awake, I'll be like, oh, okay, and I'm like, you know what do I think I'm gonna get done today, you know, and then my mind starts sort of going, and then all of a sudden I've closed my eyes and fallen back asleep, and like I'll close my eyes and then be like, whoa, Kayla, like, don't go to bed yet, like, it's time to get up. Like, I can't just lay in bed and like let my mind wander, because then I automatically fall back asleep. It's like, if I'm awake, I have to get straight up out of bed. Like, there can be no thinking. Like, there can be no like anything. Even sometimes if I get on my phone, I will either fall back asleep, or sometimes I'll get on my phone and then be like, okay, I've like, you know, checked something or whatever, you know, like I checked Instagram, okay, then I'll put my phone down and go to like get up and be like, you know, okay, like, that's good, like, you know, saw that thing somebody posted, whatever, and then all of a sudden, bam, my eyes are closed and I've fallen asleep again. Like, how does that even happen? It'll be like 3 seconds after I've literally put my phone down, I fall back asleep. So yeah, like I said, I literally like have to just get straight up. And like I said, it's not that I don't wake up, like, I wake up in the mornings, and like early in the mornings. Like, yeah, today I woke up by like 9, I think 9:45 or something like that, which again wasn't super early, but it was a pretty good time. I think I finally got out of bed at 11 o'clock because I ended up sort of falling back asleep. But it's like, I don't actually get good sleep in that like hour that I ended up sleeping, extra hour or an hour and a half for, or whatever. Like, I just like, you know, should get up, because it's not good sleep that I'm getting anyway, and sometimes I think that makes me more tired then, because like it's not like productive sleep either, if that makes sense. But I did manage to get some videos edited and uploaded. So tomorrow's Thursday, and I have not gotten my grocery list actually done yet. I have barely looked at my sales papers yet. I guess I need to do that too. I did like sort of skim the front ad of Jewel's page, and that was kind of all I've done so far. Anyways, yeah, so I need to probably do that tomorrow, but that's one of the things. I haven't been putting that in my planner, and I haven't been doing it. So the stuff that I actually put in my planner, I pretty much make sure that I get done. That was one of the things I didn't put down, so it didn't end up getting done before Thursday, which is when I want to try and do it. Like, I got my sales papers yesterday, but I haven't actually gone through any of my sales papers, other than I did go through Walmart's, because they have already started their like pre-Black Friday sales, which I think is really helpful and useful, and like a little bit more like friendly to everybody, because we are people that have, I'm not going to say never, but rarely ever have we gone Black Friday shopping on Friday after Thanksgiving. Like, we have sort of, but like, we're not one of those people that like, I mean, okay, back before the pandemic too, but the only time that I went really Black Friday shopping was with my cousin really wanted to go one year, and so originally we were gonna go for like Thanksgiving, and then going to ask, they asked me and my mom like if we wanted to stay over afterwards, like at my grandparents' farm, and asked if I wanted to stay over afterwards so that we could go Black Friday shopping. And my mom wasn't going to be able to, but I was like, oh sure, like, I'll stay. So my grandma ended up actually just taking me, and I think honestly it was only maybe 2 of my cousins. I don't think my 3rd cousin ended up coming. it was like, okay, I think we went to like maybe 2 or 3 stores. But it wasn't anything like too crazy, other than the Victoria's Secret was like sort of crazy, and that's where my cousin did want to go. And then other than that, we went to like a couple other stores, but they weren't like really busy. So, and then my aunt was posting that they had like went to Walmart, and I think maybe went to Kohl's afterwards or something like that. And that was a little crazy just because the lines were so stinking long. Like, we were in line for a really long time, and my grandma was like, look at, like, there was one kid that like, he was holding the place in line for like his parents or whatever, and they were over in the like using the like the like lazy boy sort of massage chairs or whatever it was, like at the mall, I think, or something like that. And my grandma's like, now that is smart. And we were like, we can hold your spot if you want to go, you know. But anyways, yeah. And there was one other time I went with my other cousin. Me and her just went to the mall sort of after Thanksgiving. We just went over there. But a lot of stores have been moving away from that a little bit, and so like Walmart had their stuff, and also too because of shipping issues, and a lot of stuff is online now. They've been moving away from that in the last, like, not just because of the pandemic last year, but I feel like over the last couple of years they've really been sort of doing more stuff online and a little bit more inclusive too, that's not just like just on Friday nights, you know. Like Target, I don't think has done almost any of that, I don't think, last year at least. And again, it's sort of like, it was really hard to be able to do that last year, just because of, you know, like coming off of sort of everything, and you know, all that kind of like having that many people in the store, and you know, like they had to still keep track, some places were, of how many people they could have in the stores and all that at the same time. So it was a little bit more difficult, I felt like. And this year it's a little bit more open to do it, but I feel like stores are moving away from that, which I feel like is really beneficial. So they had online sales that started on Walmart's. They had ones last week, and then they had some this week that started online today, and then I think they're in stores like Friday, but I think they're only until Sunday or something like that. So there were a couple things that I actually saw that I was like, hey, these are things that we might actually, like, people have had sort of on their list anyway. So I did share them with my parents like I was doing last year, and sort of making like a master list of like stuff when it was going on sale and everything like that, so that we could order stuff, or again, go to the stores or whatever if it was in-store sales, just for like those type of things. But my parents had been doing some of their Christmas shopping even earlier than that. And then too, like I said, you know, there's other things that, you know, I've been keeping my eye on sort of too, and I'm going to try and do that again this year to help them save money, because honestly, like, if I see something that like I asked for that goes on sale, like that's something like I'd buy it myself because I really wanted it. So like I want to let them know, like, if this was something you were planning on getting, that's a really good price, because like I'd probably buy it for myself at that price. Even though a lot of times I put stuff on my Christmas list that I won't actually buy for myself, so that's why. So when it's something that I'd actually probably pay that price for, that's when I end up actually sharing it with. Some of the things were stuff that like Jack asked for, some things that I was like, my mom might even probably like this, you know, ideas for my dad, I guess, and that kind of stuff. So again, they were just things that I was sharing with them, but that was actually the only sales paper that I had went over. But like I said, I think that that's really useful and helpful, having stores actually doing this sort of earlier and a little bit different, than instead of like waiting for after Black Friday, you know, to have like all the sales and stuff like that. So it sort of, again, gets you to start like looking at things ahead of time, so that again, with shipping and everything like that, because it just gets so overwhelming, you know, also too, like at the end, you know, like weeks before, and you know, you have like a million Amazon trucks out on the street, all that kind of stuff, because there's so much shipping and stuff like that going on.